Welcome back. It's episode 3 of the Joey Johnson Show. I'm Joey Johnson, the eponymous host of this glorious show, and we're back. Like I said, episode 3. It's been a hot minute. Let's get it rolling. We've got one guest today. Here he is, Nick Kinney. Come on down.
Hey, good to see you. Thank you for having me.
Great to see you. Great to see you. Well, Nick, what have you been up to?
Well, I have been off at college, and I recently finished that up, actually. I got my degree in a Bachelor of Science in Theater. Don't ask me.
Okay.
That was just what they gave me from Northwestern just this past June, so I'm all finished with that, and now I'm figuring stuff out.
Wow.
Yeah.
So where are you planning on heading? What are you going to do?
Well,
what are you going to do with your bachelor's
am
in science and theater?
a Nobel Prize, I think. No. Theater part, not the science part. But I'm going to move into the city of Chicago, down from Evanston, where I've been for the past 4 years, and start auditioning and trying to find a job and surviving and trying to start a life, I suppose. It's weird. It's a weird time of transition.
Well, you know what? Good.
Thank you.
So anyway, Nick, back in your high school days, there were a few things that you would do outside of theater, outside of, the other stuff that you would do in your high school days. Specifically what I'm talking about is you were the serial critic and the movie critic
right,
too.
I was.
You want to tell us about that a little
Well,
bit?
yeah, for a period of time, I believe it started right before college, actually. So this was August 2019. I fancied myself a serial influencer, and I started an Instagram account. You can still find it, nick.the.serial.critic. And what I would do is I would buy random cereals. They had brand tie-ins, movie tie-ins, wacky flavors, ranging from really good and really, really bad. And I would post sometimes just my review, sometimes videos of me reacting to eating them, and stuff like that. And actually, I think predating that was my movie account, which was more straightforward. I see a lot of movies, and so I would post my reviews of them on Instagram. I don't do either anymore, but I do still love cereal, and I do still see a lot of movies. But the accounts have been dormant for some time now.
I think the best part about especially the cereal thing was they were always like arbitrary scales. It was like a 7 out of 31.
That. Yeah, I would make up some. I thought it was cute. I thought it was a funny bit. Who's to say if that worked? But yeah, I would do like for example, Cinnamon Toast Crunch would be like 81 cinnamons out of 83 Toast Crunches or whatever, like nonsensical garbage.
Yeah.
But it was fun, At the time, I really enjoyed doing it. And actually, I will say during the pandemic, when I was quarantined with my family back at home and stuff, I had a lot of fun doing that because it was an outlet of creativity in a time where I didn't really have that many other things to do. I was inside all day, so I really enjoyed those bits. And my brothers were home at that time. My older brother, who had not lived with me for 4 years at that point, so it was nice to try to make him laugh with some of I would make him record my videos sometimes. And there's one, I think Twinkies cereal was by far the worst cereal I've ever had. Truly an abomination. But
really?
My older brother held the camera for that one, and that was a fun time. Yeah.
So top 3 cereals, if you had to say.
Okay, so at the time when I had this account, my top 3 for a while was Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Life Cinnamon, and French Toast Crunch.
My top 3 cereals, I gotta go Cheerios, the original Cheerios.
Okay,
Can't go wrong. I gotta go Cocoa Puffs.
Nice.
And I'm going Fruit Loops.
I
will
actually
eat Fruit
don't
Loops
like
dry.
Fruit Loops. I think they're fine.
Come on.
But as a kid, we were talking about this earlier actually. One of the sugary cereals that my mom used to never let us have were Fruit Loops. We'd never have it in our house. But then we would go stay in hotels and stuff, and in the continental breakfast every now and then there would be Fruit Loops
with
in
the turning
dispenser.
thing
with the turning thing. You hold the ball
and you'd get shredded Fruit Loops at the bottom because the gears would tear them up.
So as a kid, I coveted that. I loved Fruit Loops, but once I could just buy cereal myself and eat whatever I wanted, And in the dining halls in school too, I'd have Fruit Loops a lot, and it just wasn't that good. It didn't scratch the same itch for me. But Lucky Charms, which was a similar category when I was a kid, still scratches that same itch.
Lucky Charms. I always wanted Lucky Charms. It's one of those things that I always thought I wanted it.
Sure.
Because the marshmallows, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get them. And I would get them, and I'd try the cereal like the way the cereal's supposed to be done. It was awful.
Really?
Atrocious.
I really.
It was like
it
dog food or like baby food or something.
Wild.
I love the marshmallows, but the cereal itself,
I actually like the cereal
disgusting and puffy. And
Although
like,
that's the one cereal that I found a knockoff version that I actually prefer over Lucky Charms. It's called Marshmallow Mateys, and it's I believe by a company called Maltomeal, but like you can get it in Walmart or in like some grocery stores. I'm not sure where you can't get it, but like it's just Lucky Charms, but the cereal part, the non-marshmallow part, is a bit tastier, and so I like it as a whole a lot better.
I'll have to look for them. What are they called?
Marshmallow Mateys. I actually first experienced them in the dining hall at none other than Cornell University.
Far above Cayuga's water.
Yes, your alma mater.
Oh man. No comment. So anyway, movies as well. There's some new movies that have been out that I'd like to hear your opinions on.
Please fire away.
All right. Well, I guess we'll start with the most obvious. Have you seen the Barbie movie, Nick?
I have. I did the classic Barbenheimer double feature, actually. I went to see Oppenheimer, which I still highly recommend. Everybody should see. I loved Oppenheimer. At 2:30 on a Saturday that it opened in IMAX. And then that night, I went with friends. I changed outfits to be more pink. And then I went to Barbie with friends. Both theaters that day that I was in, absolutely packed. It was really thrilling, actually. I was glad I got tickets ahead of time, because originally I wasn't going to. But it was, there were probably 25 screenings that whole day for Barbie in one theater or something, and probably most of them were as full as the one I was in.
And what did you think? What did you think of
I really liked
Alan,
it.
Barbie?
I really liked it. Alan was amazing. I think
Michael
if I were to be
Cera
any
always-
of them in it, I would be Alan.
He always delivers.
Oh, absolutely. But Ryan Gosling was also incredible. In general, I thought the execution of everything was really, really excellent. And I liked it. It was a good movie. I didn't have the overwhelming love for it holistically as a lot of people did.
Yeah.
But really, really funny. Very engaging.
I thought
and
it was
I'd happily
hilarious.
rewatch it. Yeah.
Thought it was hilarious. No, I haven't seen Oppenheimer. But what did you think? What was the dress code for Oppenheimer?
Well,
was there a
there
bit?
was actually not really that I saw. Like I didn't really cater my dress to it. There were a lot of pink in it though. Clearly people who were doing the same thing as me that either came from or were going to Barbie after Oppenheimer, because it really was just like an event. It's really cool to see. But Oppenheimer I loved. It's 3 hours long, but it was so good that I went and saw it again and loved it even more the second time.
6 hours of
I've
atomic
spent
bombs.
6 hours with Cillian Murphy and
RDJ was
Robert.
there.
Yeah, he's great. He's
RDJ
great. A
pulled
truly amazing performance. And, I think it's definitely one that'll be in conversations towards the end of the year for Oscars, etc., all the awards shows.
Well, another movie for you. A movie that we share a deep.
Oh my gosh! Yes, yes.
And it comes up every year, right in this realm,
It
right
does,
in this facility.
Sacred site.
The Wiz,
The Wiz, by Sidney Lumet, I believe.
starring
I
Diana
may,
Ross and
I
Michael
may be
Jackson.
getting that wrong. I wish I had looked it up before I came in. But starring Diana Ross and Michael Jackson, yes.
Nipsey
really
Hussle,
crazy movie, which I really
Fever
enjoyed.
dream.
We watched it in this very space. There was used to be a TV right where this desk was.
Before it was the Joey Johnson show.
When it was.
Before the
But
glory.
a humble clown town. Couch was here. TV was here. We were sitting right here. It must have been like 11 p.m. when we started it. Maybe even after
Maybe even
midnight,
later, yeah.
honestly. But we
I
started
think
The
it was,
Wiz.
yeah.
We were just like, it wasn't premeditated or anything.
Let's
We were
watch a
just like,
movie.
Let's throw on a movie.
It'll be
What-
fun, they
what
said.
do we
Watch
take?
The Wiz, they
The-
said.
But we watched The Wiz. It was not at all what I expected it to be.
No.
But it was really interesting. I've still not seen the stage version, but I just was it's one of those movies where I was watching it. We were sort of like making fun of it. And
Yeah.
like, what is this? This isn't at all what I expected.
Yeah.
It's a wacky, zany movie. But in the years since, whenever I think about it and think about certain scenes, it's really stuck with me, and I think it's grown in my mind since watching it. And I think if I watched it again, I would really, really dig it.
That terrifies me.
Really?
Richard Pryor as
Yes.
the wizard.
Yes. Richard Pryor, I think I've only seen him in that. Because I haven't seen Superman 3, and then I've seen his comedy clips.
Was he in Harlem Nights?
I haven't seen it. So if he was, I don't know.
I believe he was.
I bet he was. But he's somebody who I definitely want to get more into his filmography. Because
Yes, Richard Pryor
he's
was.
hilarious. And a great actor, but I also just feel like I haven't seen that much of what he can do.
Well, he was hilarious.
Yeah? Oh. Because he's dead? Is that what you're saying? R.I.P. Richard Pryor.
If his middle name starts with an I, then R.I.P. Then R.I.P. is like Richard Ingrid Pryor. What's his middle name?
No way it starts with an I.
What is his name? Please hold.
Please hold for talent.
Come on. This is important.
Well,
Richard Pryor. We need to know. If his middle name starts with an I,
it's not going to start with an I. It's going to be like J. It's going to be a John.
we can't find it. We'll
Can't find it.
We'll tell you later. Okay, alright. Well, I feel like no better way to be sent into the chaotic content than... I need you to know something about Nick Kinney here. Okay? The loudest snapper I have ever heard in my
interesting.
life. The crispiest, like, loudest, most popping snaps I've ever heard. And I would greatly appreciate if instead of me clapping, if you could snap, point
course I
at
could.
one of our cameras and send us to the chaotic content.
Alright, ready?
Yeah, let's get it. Yo.
Just kidding.
Franklin Lennox Thomas.
Pryor Sr.
So we can't really say R.I.P. We'd have to say like Riffle to Purser. Riffle to Purser.
I'll buy that.
Riffle to Purser, Richard Pryor. So we've
What
got
do
a
we got?
game.
What do we got?
It's called The Name Game.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm gonna go up against
I
the
haven't
movie
even-
critic today.
Yeah.
And I'll be challenging him for the
Be a
title
tough battle.
of movie critic. Basically how it goes is there's gonna be a card with 3 names on it. I'm going to choose a name. This one happens to have Samuel L. Jackson, Scarlett Johansson, and Michelle Williams. But he doesn't know that, and I'm going to read to him something like Married to Colin Jost. A tricky clue, but
Scarlett
fair.
Johansson.
He would get that. He would get the card. First person to get 5 cards wins. Now, do you want to quiz me?
Yeah, on this one?
This is a practice.
This is a practice. Okay. Band member and star of Super Mario Bros. Movie as Bowser. And Kung Fu Panda.
Jack Black?
Yeah.
Band member.
Yeah, Tenacious D. His band.
I didn't know that he was in a band.
Ah, we learned something.
Wow,
new.
you see?
Alright.
It's educational, too.
So what are the parameters here? How much information should we give?
I'm going to say, why don't we do like 3 to 5 words?
3 to 5 words? Okay.
Probably, you want to go with 3?
I think 3 to 5 is fine.
Yeah, 3 to 5.
Gives us some
Okay.
leeway.
A little bit of wiggle room. Alright, you want to go? You want me to read or
You read.
I'll read.
I got this.
And if I don't know any of the people, and then I'll just pick another card. Popular man in recent film. We'll just say like a
Ryan
sentence.
Gosling.
Yeah,
Great.
the 3-5 word thing.
Okay,
is,
sure.
let's just,
Yeah. Whatever. Interesting. Nice. Woody, and everybody loves him. Super nice.
Tom Hanks.
There you go.
There we go, we're flying.
Yeah, we're fine.
We're flying.
Should be off the cuff. You know, whatever first comes to mind.
Top of the chart actress. Like, she's in the movie.
Meryl Streep.
The movie does no.
Oh, what is it? Margot Robbie?
Zoe
Saldana. Okay, sure. I would not have guessed that.
She was Avatar.
True.
She's
in. I read some stat that like she's in 5 of the top 10 highest grossing films or something. I don't know, because she's in the Avengers and Avatars and blah 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 blah. Anyways, he was in Don John, and our friend was obsessed with him.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
There you go. Shout out to Gabby.
And we also talked about Scarlett Johansson earlier, wasn't she in Don John?
She was in Don John.
I've never seen the movie.
Me neither, but I remember the trailers.
Yeah, good. Old British guy. Famous, what was the famous play that he was in? A stage actor.
Oh, okay.
Turned movie actor.
Sure. Oh, wait. I have a few guesses. Old British guy? Anthony Hopkins would be my first guess. Okay.
Ian
What
McKellen
play
probably
were
would
you
have been your
thinking
second guess, right?
Yeah.
He was in
Kenneth Branagh or something.
He was in.
I thought you were gonna say Hannibal Lecter.
No, it's these a play about these two guys that are in prison. I'm pretty sure he did that.
Kiss of the Spider Woman?
No,
Oh.
no.
It's also about 2 guys in prison.
There was also he was in Proof, the movie.
He was? Yes. Proof. What a film. Okay. Played Bane. Shoot. Venom.
Oh, I didn't know that
British
it was the
guy.
same. He's British too?
Yeah.
No, I got to get the name right
Shoot.
because there's a lot of them. Tom Hardy.
Yes. Yeah. There you go. Nice.
I want to say Jeff Hardy. That's
Yeah.
a wrestler.
Oh, he is.
I'm pretty sure.
There you go.
Iconic character from a very popular. I'll just say from Harry Potter. He was iconic. Met his demise much too soon.
Sure. Wait.
In real life too.
Alan Rickman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it was gonna be Michael Gambon, but there's no way he would be on one of these cards. No offense to Michael Gambon, a great actor, but Alan Rickman is more iconic. Well done. Okay. Hulk in Avengers. Hulk.
Oh, Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what I call Brunab. You wait till I get Brunab on the show.
You call him Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah, he's in my phone as Mark Ruffalo.
Why? Looks like Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah, kind of talks like
Little
Mark
bit,
Ruffalo
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
When he's in the
That's a
movie.
great compliment. I love Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Dude, what a guy.
Old actress, dead now. Defined the 40s and probably into the 50s.
Marilyn Monroe.
No, Judy Garland.
Interesting. Okay. Dang.
Judy
This is
Garland.
your
I thought that was a
chance.
fair
Nice.
game. Like
No,
you know.
yeah, definitely. British rom-com star turned A-lister.
British
Oompa
rom-com
Loompa.
star. Hugh Grant.
Yeah,
Here's a rom-com star. You shouldn't have said Oompa Loompa.
I know. Well, I was trying to.
You shouldn't have said Oompa
Trying to
Loompa.
make it
Okay,
fairer.
you get a rebuttal. You get to be back in the game because I got to win by 2 consecutively.
Sure. Okay. I'll take it. So then what? Do I? Because I only have 3.
Yeah, then if I go again, you're like, all right,
Okay.
you got to win by 2 or 2 in a row.
I
You
understand,
see what I mean?
I
So if I get
understand,
another
yes.
one and you're
Okay.
still stuck there,
You win.
I beat the movie critic at his own game.
You did. Well done.
Well, do you have anything you want to say?
I do not have anything I want to say. Only that I.